6 o'clock each night for us is showtime. Well, now, David, you inspire us around about this time every night, but tonight, eventually, you're going to take us to new heights.
We're going to soaring heights today because the word I'm doing is skyscraper. Now, viewers may remember from last week, we looked at some words that had clusters of consonants, 6 or 7 consonants, including catchphrase, which has 6, or rhythm has 6, rhythms is 7, strychnine is 7, and skyscraper is also 6.
It's amazing, you know, you don't actually necessarily have a sense that there are so many consonants in a row. It just rolls off the tongue quite easily.
It's true, and it's a beautiful word, a very poetic word, and we've known skyscraper as a building for a century or more, but during the 1800s, when those buildings did not exist, the word existed, and it applied to the very small sails that are above the topmast in the area of spar and rigging called the top gallant in tall ships. A skyscraper was also period slang for a tall man or tall person was a skyscraper. A tall top hat was called a skyscraper.
An actual hat was called a skyscraper. There's definitely a reduction in scale, isn't it?
And the other is a tall tale. In American slang was called a skyscraper. That idea of essentially just almost exaggerating all the details.
Actually, that's a lovely use of the word. I like the idea of saying to somebody, oh, that's a bit of a skyscraper, meaning it's a tall tale.
And also in baseball, a very high shot that, again, soars through the air is called a skyscraper. So we've had the word around for centuries, but only more recently does it apply to those spires of metropolitan living.
Fantastic. Multiple use of that word. Lovely one. Thanks, David.
Pleasure.
Let's have a look at the scores now. And Barry is leading strongly on 21 points as we head into our next letters game for tonight. Frank, time for you to catch up here, I think. What would you like?
I'd like to start with a consonant, please, Lily.
Thank you, Frank. N.
Another consonant.
S.
A vowel.
U.
Consonant.
L.
Consonant, please.
R.
Another consonant.
D.
A vowel.
E.
A consonant.
H.
And a vowel, please.
And last letter, O.
Thank you, Lily. Time starts now. Well, Frank, how did you do this time? How many?
I got up to 5 this time.
Up to 5? And Barry?
I've got up to 8 this time.
Oh, he's a skyscraper of a 4, isn't he?
He's soaring.
Frank, what was your 5?
Shred.
And Barry?
Well, at the last moment I found shoulder.
Very nice work. We're impressed, aren't we, David?
We are impressed.
Oh, we
It's a
are.
lovely
Good.
word.
I wasn't sure whether that was your impressed look or your doubtful look.
No, we should be impressed with shoulder.
We should.
Adding the ER to should, a grade 8. Well played.
Did you come up with anything else?
I did, in fact, and it's a lovely word, and it's a roundel, R-O-U-N-D-E-L, pluralise that for S, and it has several meanings, but one I like is it's a piece of armour in the armpit, so it protects a knight during a joust with a roundel.
Very nice work. Very nice work for Barry, though. He's powering on another 8 points. He's now on 29. Let's keep this ball rolling. And Barry, would you like to choose some more letters, please?
Yes, a consonant, please.
Thank you, Barry. T.
Another consonant.
R.
Another consonant.
T.
A vowel.
I.
Another vowel.
E.
And another vowel.
I.
A consonant.
D.
A vowel.
E.
And a consonant, please.
And last letter, L.
And 30 seconds on the clock. Barry, you've been powering along, but there was a bit of a big sigh there. Did you have a struggle with that one? How did you go?
Well, no, it's not too bad at the end. I got 8.
You got that's not too bad, really. Frank, I imagine you think that's not too bad. How did you go?
I think I have 8 also.
Excellent. That's really what we like to hear. Good work. What was yours, please?
Littered. Littered.
That sounds like a great word, Barry.
I have exactly the same word.
Do you? Well, if you could just verify with each other that you've got
There
the
it
same
is.
thing there. Well, they're just littering fabulous words around
Yes.
over here, David.
It's the only show that actually rewards littering. Well done. A great 8. And in fact, if you scramble littered, you can also get retitled, which is another possible 8. But well found, Frank.
And great to see Frank on the scoreboard with 8 points. 8 also for Barry. Let's move back to the numbers again for a little while now. And Frank, what combination would you like to select this time?
This time I'd like to try 2 large and 4 small, please, Lily.
Thanks, Frank. 2 large and 4 small. And starting with the smalls, 1, 5, 8, 10, and the 2 large, 25 and 50. And the target number is 617.
Good luck chasing that target. Well, Frank, how close did you get that time?
I got further away this time. I was not able to get near enough to be a count. I'm sorry.
Okay, not quite in the running for that, but Barry?
I think I've got 611.
611, so you're certainly within the scoring area. Tell us how you got there.
Right, I did 8 plus 5 to make 13.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Multiply by 50 is 650.
By the 50 is 650.
That's too big, so I take off 50, bring it down to 600.
Take the 50 off is 600.
Then I had
I think
10.
you may have used the 50 twice there, Barry.
I have to.
Oh, Barry, bad luck. So, nothing from Barry and Frank on this one, Lily, but how did you go?
Yeah, I managed to get there.
Okay, take us there, please.
Okay, now 50 by the 10 is 500. Now 5 by 25 is 125. Add that on is 625. Take away 8 is 617.
Lovely work, Lily. Well done. Unfortunately, no score for Frank or Barry in that round, but Frank is on 8, Barry is on 37. We're heading for another short break and another word mix for you. It's larch ivy. And the clue this time, of the night. Back in a moment.